Hello there, everybody, this is General Snivy, and welcome to my new Let's Play, aka my next stream playthrough. That's a bit of, that was odd. Welcome, everyone, to Let's Play Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts, aka the Banjo Kazooie game everyone forgets it even exists next to Banjo Pilot. What's Banjo Pilot? Exactly! Ha! Got him. Anyway, Nuts and Bolts is considered to be the black sheep of the Banjo Kazooie series, and many people don't even include it as the official continuation of the Banjo Kazooie timeline. But to many people's misfortune, it most certainly is. It is the third game in the Banjo-Kazooie series. In other words, this is Banjo-Threeie, whether we like it or not. As far as me and my opinion when it comes to this game by itself is actually a pretty damn good game. And in my honest opinion, it is overhated. It is... People hate on this game far too much. Not as much as, say, Sonic 06 kind of hatred, but even so, I'm just saying, it is one of those games that people don't really like all that much, and I think I know the reason why. And that is, people see this, or no, the reason why people don't like this nearly as much as the other two Banjo-Kazooie games is because of the way this was marketed towards. Rare marketed this game as the continuation of the Banjo-Kazooie series, aka Banjo-Threeie. However, I feel as though people would be a hell of a lot more accepting of this game if it were considered a spin-off much like Banjo Pilot is. But alas, that was not the case. So, we're here to play this game today, and then I'm here to show you all why this game really is not that bad whatsoever. So with that in mind, let's begin. So, as far as what we can do here, I'm pretty damn sure when it comes to this game, there are some things I need to go over. First is the display settings. When this game first launched, this option right here, large dialogue text, did not exist. And let me tell you folks, reading the text of any dialogue in this game is an absolute pain in the ass without this option enabled. Back in the day, when I first played this game on the Xbox 360, I played it on a classic CRT television. What the hell are those? Well, for those of you who are boomers like me, a CRT television is a big tube television. You're lucky nowadays with your flat screens and your 4Ks and your HDRs. Yeah, I'm sounding like an old man yelling at clouds right now, but even so, I'm just stating the obvious and just stating some facts here. But anyway, CRT TVs, when I played this game, it was on one of those, and without this option, there was like no way in hell I could read the text. And I was playing the game in standard definition. Like 480p, 480i, whatever. Maybe not even that. I have no idea. Reading the dialogue on a regular standard television or standard def television without this option is next to impossible because the text size is that of a freaking ant. I am not kidding. It's like, you ever read some certain comic panels on Twitter or something and the text is entirely in Japanese or something? Well, it's like that, but infinitely smaller. And if you think that's a bad analogy, well, let me try this instead. Think of the termite transformation in the first Banjo-Kazooie. Now take that transformation and shrink it down by 3 times. And you get the dialogue text that is without this option. Just saying. Impossible to read. So in other words, you have to go by the visuals that are happening on screen to figure out what the flip-flap is going on. Thankfully, about a month or two after, Rare released a update that includes the large dialogue text option, and it's enabled by default. Which, let me tell you folks, you want to leave this on default no matter what. What's even more hilarious is that even if you're playing this on a regular HD TV, it is next to impossible to read the text. Just saying. Always leave on the large text box option no matter what. You will thank me later. As far as audio setting is concerned, I haven't really made any sort of adjustments to these settings whatsoever. Hell, the last time I even played this game, it's been several years. Okay, I want to adjust this to a good value. That way we have a nice balance between speech, sound effects, and music. And I think this is a pretty good balance. Hello, Shawario, welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Alright. So, another thing worth pointing out is that this game does feature some, yes it is. It is my new Let's Play. As I was saying, this game does feature multiplayer, but I'm pretty sure it... Okay, never mind. It does have Xbox Live. It also has local play too. I won't be showing this off because of two reasons. First, I do not have an active subscription to Xbox Live Gold, so therefore no online multiplayer. And two, the servers are probably next to dead, in other words, a freaking ghost town. Yeah, he does. That's just the art direction they went with Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts. And you're going to see some more odd changes as time goes on. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and hop into the single player, and we're going to start a new game. I do have save data, and the reason why I have save data for this game was many eons ago. I did play this game, and it is technically tied to my profile. And that's the reason why I had access to the stop and swap items for Banjo Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie on Xbox 360/Xbox One. So if you're wondering what those are going to be used for, well, they're used in this game, and you'll see exactly what I mean momentarily. First, let's go ahead and start a new game. Starting a new game will overwrite your existing one, delete all vehicle parts collected. Yes, I'm sure. Alright, we'll come back soon.
Once upon a time, there lived a heroic bear called Banjo, a rather loud bird called Kazooie, and an unpleasant witch called Gruntilda. When Banjo's sister was kidnapped, the bear and bird rescued her from the depths of the witch's lair, overcoming many perils and speech impediments to send Gruntilda tumbling to her doom. But she was nothing if not persistent, and surprising nobody, the old hag soon rose from her grave for round two. Our brave heroes once again stood in her way, and this second showdown ended just as badly for Gruntilda, who really should have quit while she was ahead. 3 years have passed, and peace reigns in Spiral Mountain. So what became of the bear, the bird, and the witch?
Oh, this is the life. Pizza, sunshine, and not a care in the world. This is DJ Jam Jars on Spiral Mountain FM. Breaking news, punks! Did you know it's been 10 years since you two were... okay, I could not read the rest. Game audio seems non-existent. Huh. That's weird. You should be able to hear it just fine. You sure? Also, hello, No Head Zed, welcome. Glad you can make it to the stream. I'm gonna try turning it up a bit. Better? Okay, good. Okay, welcome to the game. As you can see, Banjo has put on quite a hefty number of pounds. Come on, Banjo. I'd use the Talentron if I could remember how. As I was saying, Banjo and Kazooie have both put on quite a large number of pounds. Maybe I shouldn't have ordered that small pizza. If you want to know why they put on so much weight, they got so lazy that they pretty much just lounged around and did nothing all day, every day for like the past decade. If we still had my turbo trainers, this would be over by now. True that, Kazooie. True that. Hello, what do we have here? Rib bottles. Banjo-Kazooie's mole assistant tragically died here in 2000, but managed to rise from the dead about a week later. There's definitely more to this, though. How do I proceed? Alright, never mind. Guess we can't really read the rest of that, not till much later, unfortunately. Hello? What the? Grunty, is that you? Yes, it's me, you poggy fool. I'm back again. I doubt it. Haven't you noticed you're just a skull? At least I haven't got a gut. Let's rumble now. I'll bite your ass. We interrupt Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts to bring you Sonic Adventure 2 Battle, because someone activated Chaos Control. Greetings, oh second-rated game characters. Oh, bite me a new ass. Who are you? My title is the Lord of Games, but you has-beens can call me L.O.G, and I am the creator of everything, I guess. Oh, nice shade at Rare themselves. So apologies if I'm not reading all this dialogue all at once. The reason as to why is because it's going by way too damn fast. A lot of people feel the same exact way, myself included. I'm not a big fan of this game's redesigns of Banjo and Kazooie. Well, this is gonna be interesting. What's kind of hilarious about this challenge is that you're intended to go forward, but believe it or not, you can actually turn around and kind of cheat. I don't know why or how this is possible, but here we are. No, this is too painful to watch gamers today. They don't want all this. They just want to shoot things. But as we're boarding the demographic, or boring the demographic, come on, let's read the rest of the dialogue, please. I'll have to think of something original. You sure about that? Very well then, failures. Listen carefully. Failures? We've been in several games already. But nowhere near as many as that Italian plumber. He does have a point. I will now transport you to a brand new game world, considerably more impressive than the ones you're used to, I guess. Too true. Well, looks like we are fixing that lickety-split. Thanks, L.O.G. One thing I wonder about L.O.G, though, is he considered the god of this world? Because it seems like that is the case. Any other requests? bite me, will ya? Those moves are classics. And no one can tell me otherwise. Oh my. Yeah, hello Go-Go. Welcome to the stream, and yes, I am streaming Nuts and Bolts. This is a casual playthrough after all. We're not speedrunning this anytime soon, if you couldn't tell. Well, off we go! I wonder what this mysterious world is gonna be like. Yeah, I don't want to see that close-up ever again. Nice. Nice welcome. Yep, it's true though. True enough, Kazooie, true enough. Oh my. I guess he really is God. Cute cat. Poor thing. Poor thing got yeeted into the frickin' atmosphere. She deserved it. Yeah, I definitely agree there. Now then, time to begin the game. Begin the game proper. Welcome to Showdown Town. Showdown Town is the hub area of this game where we'll be spending roughly 99.9% of our time in. And in order to get started, we first need to repair our vehicle and take care of a few basics. Now then, hold down the right trigger to pick up objects and release it to drop them. Pick up this Mumbo crate and take it to the skull-faced gentleman over there. Alright. That doesn't seem too hard. Come on, really? That's not good enough? Screw you. Talk about being oddly specific, am I right? Mumbo open crates for bear. Crate contains parts and build vehicle in order to play game. This crate has simple parts so dim bird not get confused. Bear use left stick to look through parts in Mumbo's crate. When bored of looking, press the B button to continue. So, let's take a look at our first set of parts. Not fancy, but it do job well enough. Mumbo think inflatable Banjo looked like real thing. How? There's clearly a pretty big difference between the two. Just saying. So our first set, we got standard seat, 4 standard wheels, a small engine, small fuel, a tray, 2 small taxi seats, a small ammo, 50 light cubes, 50 light wedges, and just more parts. Keep in mind, folks, that these blueprints and just these parts in general are going to be super important as we're going to be collecting as many as possible throughout the course of the game. Bear find lots more Mumbo crates around town. All crates contain different parts. Bring crates back for Mumbo to open and store new parts in garage. That help Bear get more parts to build vehicles. Now come with Mumbo into garage. We tried to make something useful for simple parts Bear find. That was perfectly timed, Kazooie. Uh-oh, indeed. Welcome, Bear and Bird. Magnificent Mumbo's Motors here to let heroes build great vehicles to beat ugly crone Gruntilda. Lord of Games says Bear need to rebuild smashed up vehicle. And of course, the game is going to auto-advance the dialogue. That's so dumb. But anyway, building vehicles is pretty easy. Bear first choose Workshop Arch to access Parts Store. Easy start. Surely even Bear managed to press A button to select. No duh. Mumbo recalled that L.O.G vehicle looked like shopping trolley. So Bear needs to try to start tray carrying stuff good. Bear choose tray from storage category now. Alright. Mumbo approve. Okay. Boom. Bear listen good and tray now placed. Trolley need wheels. Next press B to return to parts store and choose wheels. Okay, that is pretty self-explanatory. And unfortunately we can't really do much when it comes to building our own vehicle yet. Not until a little bit later. So next we need to add in the seat, and this is just the standard seat. Passenger seats have special properties which aren't really all that useful. Not unless you're doing certain missions, which we'll get into quite a while later. Oh, and by the way, these vehicles don't run for free. You do need fuel. And in order to add fuel to your vehicle, you need fuel tanks. So it's kind of like in real life, where you can't really go anywhere without gas. At least nowhere fast unless you buy a Mustang, aka a horse. Beacum Bookum! Trolley vehicle upside down. Not panic, Bear. Bear stand next to thing and pull left trigger to flip over. Try now. Stand next to trolley and pull left trigger to turn vehicle right way up. Alright. There we go. Bear get used to trolley. L.O.G not let Bear take any other vehicle into Showdown Town. I wonder why. Honestly, I do. Press Y button to get in or out of vehicles. If Bear lost vehicle or it get too far away, press and hold Y. Press and hold Y to summon it, I guess. Bear now ready to drive. Possible crash lots as Bear very clumsy. But not worry, pull right trigger to accelerate, left trigger to brake, and I think you just hold the left trigger to reverse. Or something to that extent. Ah, you downloaded my Lost Challenges. You may find these a little harder than your previous ones, but that's the point. Look for Mumbo's rear entrance to access new challenges. Well, this is something I really have not gone over. There was a piece of downloadable content that was added to Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts sometime after the game's release, known as L.O.G's Lost Challenges. I did not think that this was included with Rare Replay, but here we are. They are. Back in the day when I first played the game on Xbox 360, I did purchase L.O.G's Lost Challenges, and I think it was $15 back in the day, or roughly 1,400 Microsoft points? Yeah, remember those? Anyway, it was still pretty expensive for even then. I don't know if that particular piece of DLC is even available anymore. I did take a look around the Microsoft Store just before starting this playthrough to see if it was available, and apparently it isn't. So I guess at this point the DLC is now included for free in all releases, so that's nice. Unfortunately, you're not compensated for if you purchased the DLC previously. So, Jiggies are not the only things that we're going to be collecting in this game. I see you discovered a warp. Not much use at the moment, but find another and you'll be able to travel instantly between them, like a shortcut. Most convenient. Yay, fast travel's fun. What is this, an RPG? Collecting musical notes may seem a trifle old-fashioned, but they are the only form of currency in Showdown Town. That's quite enough messing around. Drive your trolley around the bottom of my hill and climb... okay. I guess climb the mountainside to speak to him. I guess that is one downside for the larger dialogue boxes, is that sometimes you can't read all the dialogue all at once, and you may accidentally close it out before you read the entire thing. Again, forgive me if I seem like I'm running around like a blind, headless chicken. I haven't played this game in God knows how long, so therefore, things are going to be a bit rough, at least for a little bit. By the way, there are regular notes as well as silver notes that you may see lying around in Showdown Town and just other places in general. When it comes to notes in general, regular notes are worth 1 note, silver notes are worth 5, I think. I don't know if there are gold notes or not. Then again, maybe... Dude, get out of my trolley, dude! Them poor little piggies didn't stand a chance. And yet they're still alive. I don't know how. Okay. Neat. New Punchy Fest. By the way, if you're wondering what that's all about, I think it is a... No. What am I saying? Everyone loves penguins! Okay. This is something I'm going to try to do. I think this is considered a speedrunning tactic, and it's more of an exploit, if anything. Apparently, if you flip your vehicle and then position it in just the right way, and also bring the crate as close as possible to the gate, while moving the cart just right, then summon the stupid thing. There we go. Well, that didn't quite work. Oh well. We'll worry about that particular crate another time. How'd they end up in the city? L.O.G summoned the portal back in Spiral Mountain, and thus Banjo, Kazooie, and Gruntilda drove into Showdown Town. And that's how this whole game started. If you're wondering why they're here, well, L.O.G feels like playing a little game. Neat. More light parts. I'll take it. No, that's not what I want. By the way, the physics in this game are super wonky. If you know what you're doing, you can do some serious parkour. Not only this, but it is possible that you can fly. How you can do this exactly, I'm not 100% sure how it works. I think it involves using the physics and positioning Banjo in just the right way, and then hitting the right trigger to initiate flight. Almost like it's Sonic 06, but not quite that broken. By the way, if you're wondering if we're going to be doing any sort of major platforming, yeah, not really. Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts revolves around vehicle building, vehicle customization, and just driving around. Otherwise, Banjo's default movement is just way too slow. It makes sense considering, A, he is a bear, and bears are pretty slow. I mean, not the slowest creatures on the face of the earth. When they sprint like nobody's freaking business. Just saying. Oh, come on. I want that note, damn it. Thanks. Alright, Log, let's see what you have to say. Very well, now listen. These are game globes. They become available when you bank enough jiggies. But as you don't have any jiggies yet, I'll grant you the first globe for free. Placing a game globe on its plinth will unlock one of the fabulous game worlds of my creation. Be careful not to lose the game globe, otherwise you'll have to come back up here and get another using this wrench and bolt. Now put the game globe in your vehicle and take it to its plinth. Yeah, whatever. And I'll tell you how to win your first jiggy. Okay. That doesn't seem too hard. Thankfully, where we need to take this thing is not too difficult to figure out. As far as another game globe, or just other game globes in general, they are going to be a lot more of a challenge as time goes on. So keep that in mind. Oh my god, come on. Stop. Whee! Out of my way, asshole! There we go. Ooh. So, as far as what the game globes are, well, I guess Log is going to explain now. Wonderful! The first game world is now activated. Each game world has several acts where jiggies can be won, and each door leads to a different act. You'll notice that each door requires a set number of jiggies to open. I like to think of it as a classic Banjo homage. Yeah, no, it's not. It's more like Super Mario 64, and also not even close. The jiggy total required is shown above the door, so you'll need that number of jiggies in the jiggy bank to open it. As you can see, the Act 1 door of this game world is now open, so take a look inside as this is where your first jiggy is collected. By the way, if your vehicle ends up getting flipped over, just push and hold the right bumper and you'll be able to flip it back over no problem. You can also get out of your vehicle and flip it over manually. So, that's pretty nice. So, another thing worth mentioning here is when it comes to the notes and stuff, many of the objects you can collect in this game are metallic and therefore are attracted to Kazooie's Kazooie's magical wrench. So, if it looks like it's out of reach, use Kazooie's magical wrench to bring the object to you. Again, how is it that I can fly here? That's something I want to try doing at some point. Ah, damn. It looks so easy, too. The way, I've seen certain... I think I've seen a few videos here and there about being able to take an object and just fly with it. Hell, you can even take the trolley and fly around with it like it's a freaking magic carpet. And when you are able to do something like that, by golly gee, does it feel good. Because you can really break the game world with it. It is more of an exploit of the game's physics engine than an intended mechanic, so keep that in mind. By the way, if you're wondering why I'm not proceeding to Nutty Acres, aka the first world yet, yeah, spoilers, I know, bite me. So anyway, back to what I was saying. Ooh. Ah, another warp. Parking your trolley on it enables you to hop from one warp to another around Showdown Town. Try it! Okay, back to what I was saying. Oh. Aha! I knew there was a gold note here. So it looks like gold notes are worth 10 notes. Silver notes are worth 5, and regular notes are worth 1. By the way, if you're wondering if this is going to be a 100% playthrough, my goal is yes, it is going to be 100%, In other words, I will be getting all the major collectibles in the game. But I'm still debating on whether or not I really will make it a 100% playthrough at this point. For now, it is going to be 100%. Then again, it probably won't. To be fair, when it comes to this game in particular, this is the only Banjo Kazooie game that I have not 100%ed. I have 100%ed Banjo-Tooie a couple of times, and I've also 100%ed the original Banjo Kazooie numerous times. I mean, I speedrun that game after all. This game, however, no. I've never 100%ed it. But I think the last time I played this game, I have gotten roughly 80% of all the collectibles in the game. Oh, hello. This is something I want to grab. Whenever you see one of these crates that are just hanging out in the open, definitely grab them as soon as you can. Oh, come on, seriously? Stop. Another thing worth mentioning too is you can carry more than one crate, so you don't have to go back to the center of town every single time you get a new crate. As long as you can fit it within your trolley, then you're good to go. Excuse me. Before we get started, one thing I'm definitely going to be doing is I'm going to try to explore Showdown Town and collect as many things as I possibly can. Oh, come on. Really? So that's another thing when it comes to this game. If you're trying to put objects into your trolley, you do have to come to a dead stop in order for the physics to work properly. If you don't do that, then the game kind of throws a fit. The physics in this game are incredibly wonky AF. How wonky exactly? Not so much Sonic 06 kind of wonkiness. Hello? What's this? Whoa, whoa, I am doomed to preach upon this wind spirit pinnacle until the day I hear the fabled siren's call. I guess we can't get that crate until later then. That's unfortunate. Oh, what do we have here? By the way, this is a prison cell. You want to know why that's here? Well, there are some Jinjos that have been falsely imprisoned thanks to their evil equivalent, the Minjos. Yeah, they're back in this game. And let me say this right now. Their redesigns in this game are some of the worst possible things you can possibly imagine. They're not Nightmare Fuel-ish, because let me tell you, I have seen some Nightmare Fuel, but let me just say, it's as if they're designed by Tim Burton. Yeah, they're pretty ugly. Some of the ugliest things I've ever seen. Hell, pretty much everything or every character in this game just does not look very good. Banjo himself included. Thankfully, when Smash Ultimate became a thing, they redesigned Banjo and Kazooie, and they look at their absolute best. Just saying. I know a lot of people feel that way too. Just saying. Also, if the stream is stuttering, I apologize. Thankfully, the stutteringness does not affect the local recordings whatsoever, so when this goes live on YouTube later, you don't have to worry about it happening. Also, hello, Bottles! I thought you were dead! Hello, I'm Bottles, remember? I used to be dead, but fortunately I got over that. Thanks to the power of the almighty Dragon Balls and Shenron and his mighty laser beam. Just saying. This is the town's, come on, can we scroll down? Thank you. Town's tourist information booth, where you can find all kinds of help and info that you'll need. So here you can get some basic information, and this information is, well, let's just say it's not very useful. You can also pay for information too, and depending on what you want to pay for, it does cost a certain number of notes, and there's also this, the Stop and Swap Truth. When it comes to this particular thing, you cannot pay for this. There are not enough notes in this entire game to pay for this particular reward. But it does have some dialogue programmed into it. So in order to access it, you have to hack the game. It's dumb. It is absolutely dumb. But alas, it is what it is. Still, it is pretty funny that they even have dialogue for a situation such as that. By the way, taking a look at the map screen on the lower right-hand corner, you'll be able to look at some pretty useful pieces of information, such as the icons, which are representing the different levels and locations that you need to go to. You can also view the different warp points of which you activated, and alongside the radar system, you'll be able to view a blue gauge, of which you're seeing on the lower left of the radar. That is your speedometer. It doesn't really measure like miles per hour or kilometers per hour, which is kind of dumb. But the higher it is, the faster you're going. Pretty obvious stuff. Excuse me. By the way, if you're wondering when we'll be able to climb those particular slopes, well, we won't be doing that anytime soon. Unless we somehow gain the magical ability to fly, which I have tried to do, as you most certainly seen. But even so, just saying. One more thing worth mentioning too is that there are some places of which you can't really access with your vehicle, and therefore you're going to have to do some platforming. Unfortunately, you can't really do much when it comes to the whole platforming thing, but you can get some pretty good distance depending on how you time your jumps, and also swing your magical wrench in the air. By the way, swinging your wrench is how you attack in this game. The longer you hold down the X button for, the longer the attack lasts. However, it does only last a few seconds, so keep that in mind. What's also pretty sweet is that the vertical slice attack, as you've seen here... Oh, come on, really? I know I can get up here. Oh, come on, really? Quit bonking! Knew it! Haha! What can I say? I love manipulating the physics to my advantage. That is one thing I really do like about Nuts and Bolts, and one of the nice things I will say about it is if you know how to manipulate the physics to your advantage, you can get to some unintended areas really early on, and it's pretty damn good once you're able to pull something like that off. And some of the glitches you can pull off in this game are pretty damn spectacular. So, as mentioned previously, if a note or some other metal object looks like it's out of reach, bring it to you. If it looks too risky to grab after getting to a very high place, just bring it to you. Just keep in mind that the magical wrench's grab range is rather limited. You do have to be pretty close to the object in order for it to... As I was saying, I thought I lost this crate for a minute. That would have made me sad. As I was saying, if an object looks too risky to grab, then bring it to you and you'll be golden and good to go. Nice! More standard wheels and another small fuel. Good to see that. Oh, hello. We got another crate over here. I must have missed this one. I'm not sure if I mentioned this yet or not, but you can bring over multiple crates. If it fits in your trolley, then it sits. Ooh, medium stuff and heavy equipment. Pretty nice. The bigger the parts, typically the bigger the parts are, the better they are as a result. Also, screw you, Grunty. I wanted to whack her, damn it. Your feathered friend is such a joke. Where are the funny lines she once spoke? You're the one with the funny lines, Grunty. Just saying. Ew! Hey there, bear! Go fetch me a drink. I'm getting hot and my armpits stink. What you need is deodorant. Otherwise, you're more of a deterrent. Just saying. I wonder, can I get up here right now? Maybe if I play my cards right. You would think you would be able to grab the ledge. Alright, enough messing around. Let's head on off to the first area, or the new world at which we unlocked. I know we've been running around Showdown Town for quite a while now, and I'm pretty sure you're all getting sick of this place, and I don't blame you there. Alright, let's head on in. Oh, by the way, another thing worth mentioning here is when it comes to this game, when it was first re-released on Xbox One via Rare Replay, it was next to unplayable. I'll get into that in a minute. For now, welcome to the first world of the game, Nutty Acres. Quite a nutty place, as you can see. So, when it comes to the worlds in this game, I think they're all supposed to be references to, like, older TV shows in some way. Hell, even the intros are, big references or nods to those shows themselves. As far as which shows are being referenced specifically, I do not know. I may be an old fart, but I'm not that old. Jesus, I'm only 31. Ah, yes, Nutty Island, home of Nutty Acres Farm. It's actually quite famous. This is where they grow the toughest, most resilient coconuts in the world. Hey, Kazooie, this place doesn't look too bad. Check out the view. I guess for a place created inside of L.O.G's head, I've experienced or expected worse. And speaking of unusually dense nuts, isn't that Klungo? What's with the jiggy over his head? I believe you know the quirky green fellow. Approach Klungo and press the X button to talk. By the way, I think you have to be out of your vehicle in order to talk to him. So let's take a look. Hey there, Klungo. Long time no see. We also interrupt this game to bring you Sonic the Hedgehog. Which was fine with us, to be honest, so where's the warty one? Klungo not work for Grunty no more, which mean and smell bad. Klungo buy her deodorant, she never use it. Klungo one of good guys now. Good for you. Really? That's nice. So is that why you have a floating jiggy over your head? This mean Klungo have challenge. When Klungo's challenging, he give Bear pretty gold jiggy. And that's not the only thing he has on offer either. Big fire down on farm and nuts burn easy. Bear get to farm quick before harvest go up in smoke. That's fine in theory. That's fine in theory, Kipper Breath. But even if we wanted to help, I've lost my talent trot. Looks like your nuts are in for a roasting on an open fire. Drive funny little buggy to get to farm quick. Look at arrow on map to see which way to go. Klungo, hurry! Klungo not want beating. Had enough from which Bears say farm. Klungo hand over jiggy. And as mentioned previously, that's not the only thing he has on offer. You can also win notes as well as a trophy. And depending on how well you perform, you'll be able to win all 3 rewards in one go. Again, it really depends on how well you do. So, for this first challenge, this is a Log's Choice game. Oh dear, that's not good. Hang on, let me see what I can do here. Well, it looks like we're going to be starting over. Shit. Oh. The Xbox One just shut off. Shit. Alright. Technical difficulties here. Please stand by while we try to fix this crap. I'm going to run an ad or two. Oh boy. This is a itch. Well, no problem. You gotta be kidding me. Ugh. Why did it shut off like that? Power strip is on. Let's try going over. Up. You have got to be shitting me right now. My Xbox just died. Well. Okay then. Ow! Okay. Okay, bad news, folks. We got a major problem. At this point, my Xbox is officially dead. I think. The Xbox One just... I don't know. It just died. Why? I don't know. So, I'm out of options. Looks like this playthrough is cancelled. Great. Now I'm gonna have to play a different game. Looks like we're playing something else because the Xbox One just... Ow. I have the worst luck when it comes to technology, so... Why don't we try something else then? It absolutely figures that this... Yeah. Uh-oh, indeed. And I can't afford to get another goddamn console. And I'm trying to get a new graphics card so my internet isn't shit. Or my PC isn't shit. Christ on a bike. I can't catch a break. Okay, I don't know why this is happening. I mean, what I tried to do was plug the Xbox One or just unplug it, plug it back in from the console itself. I even went to the damn power strip. Speaking of power strips, maybe I'll try hooking it up to another one. Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. If I have to get a new Xbox console, I would probably get a Series S, because those are pretty easy to get your hands on and they're cheaper than the Xbox Series X. But I would then have to buy Rare Replay again. Or get a subscription to Game Pass. I'll figure something out. There's one more thing I'm going to try before we just call this playthrough axed. Because technical reasons. Okay, let's try this one. Still no power. Fuck. No. No. Well then, this playthrough is axed. Although, maybe I'll try hooking it up directly to the wall. I'm gonna have to unplug one of my power strips, which that shouldn't be too hard to do. Damn it. Oh. Okay. Looks like it's starting to spring to life. Maybe. It's alive! Smashing a console will be good entertainment. Yeah, I'm not doing that, Chief. Okay. I have no idea what the hell just happened. But apparently plugging the Xbox One into the wall directly is the way to go. Is that how it's supposed to work? Hello, Supercolics. Welcome to the stream. Again. What happened? My Xbox One just shut off randomly for no reason whatsoever. And I've been trying to figure out, like, what the hell's going on? Why has that happened? And I was trying to do some basic troubleshooting of unplugging it and plugging it back in. And nothing seemed to work. I mean, I've plugged it out of my power strip, plugged it back into my power strip, etc., etc. Yeah, plug it into the wall. Okay. Now it all makes sense. Because I had it plugged, yeah, not into a power strip. What's kind of hilarious and sad is that I've had this thing plugged into a power strip for the longest time, and I've never had any problems. That was until recently when I was playing through Octopath Traveler, where, yeah, it started having a bit of a weird problem, but other than that, it really wasn't that bad. Then this happened! Huh. Well, this was just a bit of a technical mess. Only with me can you have a technical party with this crap. Oh my lord. Hopefully my save data isn't corrupted. I mean, it should be fine, but still, at the same time, that makes me really damn sad that it even happened in the first place. So, once this stream is done, I'm gonna reroute the power cable to another wall outlet. Maybe that was the reason why I was having some weird stuttering issues earlier. Because it needs to be hooked up directly to the wall. I don't think so, because this game does autosave, and it autosaves often, so we should be fine. Let's resume. Alright. Hopping back on. Well now. Looks like we're heading back into Showdown Town. Neat. By the way, I believe this cinematic plays depending on how many stop and swap items that you received or redeemed within Banjo Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie respectively, and how many you managed to get. This also includes the Stop and Swap 2 that was introduced in Banjo-Tooie on Xbox. So, hey there, bear, go fetch me a drink. Yeah, no, bite me. So it appears if you have to reload the game, then what happens is you do end up back in Showdown Town, and my guess... I don't remember what I was going to say. Dang it. Well, whatever. It's no big deal. Thankfully, when it comes to starting Nutty Acres, we technically just jumped right in, and as mentioned previously, the game did autosave. Ah, you completed a Stop and Swap item in the Xbox Live Arcade version of Banjo-Tooie. Your reward is a quite special blueprint designed by the fans, so if it's not very good, don't blame me. Did the game just have a line there, or am I going crazy? Yeah, I think I'm going crazy. Taking a look at both the game feed and the feed looking on Twitch and stuff, yeah, we're fine. Alright. Minus that little technical mess, let's head back into Nutty Acres. And hopefully we won't bust a nut! And hopefully the Xbox won't bust a nut again for the remainder of the stream or playthrough for that matter. Thankfully, any cutscenes that you've seen, or hell, any cutscene in the game, you can just skip if you so wish. So, nice. Alright. This is a L.O.G's Choice Challenge, or L.O.G's Choice game. L.O.G has created a specific contraption for the game, and you have to use it. When you're ready, press the A button and let's begin the game. We interrupt Banjo-Kazooie Nuts and Bolts to bring you Persona 5, except not anywhere near as cool. Just saying. Looking ugly, Banjo. So, before starting any of these games, you can view the game's objective to figure out what the hell it is that you need to do. For this particular challenge, what we need to do is just get to the farm itself before it burns down. Which, that's pretty simple to do. Just hop onto the trolley and just drive on up. And if you manage to do so within the time limit... Okay, done. I thought I was going to lose the trophy because the game refused to let me move to Mumbo. Ikabuka, who wants sausage? Could be a bit overcooked, but at least better not get trots. Thanks for the offer, Bonehead, but I think we'll skip lunch. There win first challenge, pretty good. Better go back and see Klungo. Maybe he'd give reward if challenge done fast enough. Umanaka! Cool. If you're connected to Xbox Live, then your times are automatically uploaded to the game's leaderboards. Alright. Highly impressive, you scored a TT trophy. And no, it's not the same TT from Diddy Kong Racing. Or my TT for that matter. So the game really is broken. And yes, you can most certainly design your own vehicles in this game. And many of the different challenges require you to build your own vehicle. There are some challenges where you must use a pre-designed vehicle, and those are clearly designated as Player's Choice and L.O.G's Choice. L.O.G's Choice are the ones you have to use a pre-designed vehicle, and Player's Choice are the ones you can build your own with. By the way, you can save replays of your challenges just to view back your glorious moments at any given point if you so wish, just by pushing the B button to save the replay. Otherwise, you can go ahead and continue. You can also toggle the results too and see who has competed on the leaderboards, who has the top placements. It looks like the top time is 5.02 seconds. I don't know if anyone has hacked these leaderboards because I know that's been done in the original Banjo Kazooie and Banjo-Tooie respectively for their leaderboards. Okay. Neat. Trep and Nate have times on here. I don't really care about the leaderboards all that much, honestly. As long as I win the trophies and stuff like that, or at least win a Jiggy, then we're good to go. Stunning! How'd Bear get to Mumbo so fast? Bear win everything! Notes, Jiggies, even TT Trophy! Bear use Portal to go back to Showdown Town. Find shiny prize in Jiggo Vent if not vended already. The objective of the game is to collect as many Jiggies as possible to unlock the final transport door back to Spiral Mountain. Afterwards, the final challenges await there. And once you win, then the game is over. But that's not the only thing that's here when it comes to collecting Jiggies and notes and stuff like that. We also have the Jinjo Challenges. And as you can see, yeah, these designs are... ugh! They are not very good. But we have several different types of Jinjo Challenges. The first one is Jinjo Speed. And this challenge is player's choice. Let's take a look. This is a Jinjo Speed Challenge. Reach the target speed shown on your speedometer to win a Jinjo token. These tokens can be used to play bingo in Showdown Town for even greater prizes. So, think you're fast enough that you got a set of wheels, huh? Let's put it to the test. How fast and furious are you, really? So, for this challenge, we're going to need to build our own vehicle. Get that contraption up to speed marked on your speedometer, and I'll eat my... No, I haven't got a hat. I'll give you a prize. This is a player's choice game. You can choose any blueprint you created to play the game. When you're ready, press the A button and let's begin the game. So, let's go ahead and create a vehicle. For this challenge, we're going to need something fast. Mumbo guessed Bear not take long to come back and build new vehicles. If Bear needs help, look at video guides and vehicle database arch. Building much fun. If you're wondering who that was Mumbo Jumbo. So, this where... Alright. Let's go ahead and build ourselves a vehicle now, shall we? By the way, in order to move vehicles, you do have to work with layers. It's kind of like Photoshop, or doing any sort of drawing or image manipulation whatsoever, where you're working with multiple layers. There we go. Now then, let's go ahead and put ourselves together a vehicle. Keep in mind that depending on what you have, you will have to accompany physics. So we're going to want something light. How about we do something simple for this sort of demonstration now, shall we? You can create pretty much anything that your mind can possibly think of. The only limit is not only the parts that you have on hand, but also your imagination. So, yeah, create away. How about we add some wedges to make it not look like hot garbage? By the way, if you want to rotate the different parts on hand, just push the D-pad around to rotate the different pieces. When I was younger, when I was putting these vehicles together, I used to spend several hours trying to put these corners together. Or just put these different vehicles together. Also, Getting used to these controls again is... it's going to take a little bit of time, to say the least. But eventually we will be able to put something together that's half decent. By the way, if you're wondering what these poles do, they're mainly for aesthetic purposes. Alright, let's see. Alright. Let's go ahead and add a standard seat for this. Don't forget to add a seat, or multiple seats for that matter. Alright, that'll work. Now then, let's add some wheels. Another thing worth mentioning, too, is when it comes to putting together these wheels and stuff, you can change their orientation. And if you want, like, rear-turning wheels, there is a way to do it. You can just push the X button to modify the vehicle, I think? Okay, I think it works something like this. Just select the part. Ah, okay. You have to pull up highlight the vehicle and then select the information, change the settings. You can change it from automatic to different presets. Automatic is just a standard default, and honestly, you really should leave this alone for the most part. Unless you want something very specific. So, let's see. Again, I'm gonna go ahead and leave these alone for now. I think we're perfectly fine. Alright, let's go ahead and add some engines now, shall we? By the way, you don't need to worry about engine exhaust or anything of the sort. So long as your vehicle is able to go broom broom, then you're good to go. Just keep in mind that you will have to put in fuel. By the way, the bigger engines may be faster overall, but they also consume more fuel too. Keep that in mind. Also, since we have an ammo crate, if you're wondering what this does, well, if we happen to put on a weapon of some kind, then we'll be able to fire our guns. So we have two different categories for weapons. Ones that use ammo and ones that are ammo-free. Ammo-free weapons are more or less melee weapons, like this punchy fist thing. And we also have the egg gun. We only have one of these right now, and that's perfectly fine with me. So, boom, there we go. By the way, once you're done with your creation, you can paint it if you want. You can paint it any of these preset color palettes if you so wish. So, why don't we paint the entire thing green? Although I don't really like that particular color scheme. There we go, that's better. If you want to test out your vehicle, just select the Testo track here. Welcome to the Testo track. As far as what this place is all about, whenever you put a vehicle together, you can come here to test the vehicle out, and if you're satisfied with the way it is, just simply push the back button to return to the garage. You can test pretty much anything and everything when it comes to the vehicle itself. So let's go ahead and save this vehicle. As far as what we're going to name it, you can name it pretty much anything that you want. Just keep in mind that TOS is a thing, I guess. Let's just say meow. Sure. Let's go with that for now. By the way, you can also delete any vehicles that you've made too, if you so desire. You can also view the different stats of which the vehicle has, such as speed, fuel, ammo, and the weight, as well as the parts used. So I'm not too sure, but I feel like you are limited when it comes to parts. And not just the parts that you have on hand, but parts in general. For now, let's just go with this and see how this will work out. Maybe this will be good enough for the challenge. And if it isn't, then we can always build something else. That was easy. Wow, you did it! I was sure that thing would disintegrate before you could work up enough speed. Sheesh, have a little more faith in me, will you? By the way, you can also return to Showdown Town at any time by pushing the pause button and selecting Return to Showdown Town from the pause menu. So, as far as statistics are concerned, let's see. You can view not only all the different challenges for statistics of the different acts that you have here, you can also view which Jinjos are available for said acts. So for this one, we have the green Jinjo left to find. We also have a lot of things left to collect here. For this stage, or this act in particular, there are 200 notes to find. We've only collected a couple of them, unfortunately, and another thing when it comes to note collecting, they're not really spaced out in a way that are much like the previous games in the series, where they kind of lead you to different destinations and paths and stuff. They're kind of scattered and laid out all about in random locations, like why? And I find that kind of dumb and really disappointing. But even so, it's not the worst sort of idea I've ever seen when it comes to things like this. One more thing worth mentioning too is that you can change out the vehicle by selecting Change Vehicle from the pause menu. You can also select Stop and Swap Vehicles too. Just keep in mind, if a vehicle has an exclamation point over it, then that means that particular vehicle can't really be used effectively, if at all. And again, yeah, load vehicles require more parts than you have. Alright. Let's bring this back up. By the way, another thing worth mentioning too is that while you're running around in this world, you will be encountering these Grunty Bots. I'm not exactly sure what these things are called, but they're pretty damn annoying. Why? Because they'll constantly try to kamikaze themselves into your vehicle and try to destroy it. If you happen to lose parts of your vehicle, don't worry, you can very easily recover them by pushing and holding the right bumper so long as you're somewhere within the vicinity of where they're located. And if you're too far away, you can just hold the Y button to re-summon your vehicle, and I think it'll also repair the vehicle too, so that's something else to keep in mind. Also, as you can see, we do have a health system. What's really peculiar about this health system is that, unlike the previous games where you have a set number of hit points and whatnot, the health is refilled automatically so long as you don't take any additional damage for a set period of time. So it's kind of like Call of Duty in a sense, where you automatically heal over time. So that's pretty neat. Oh, come on, seriously, dude? Get out of my way! Okay, where the hell can I find everything? Like, the green Jinjo is definitely one of those things I want to find right now. One more thing worth mentioning. That would be kind of fun, to be honest. Hell, if you happen to have the parts, you can build it if you want. But not at this point in the game. We don't have anything of the sort to even make something to that magnitude. Oh, one more thing. When it comes to fuel, if you happen to run out of fuel, don't fret. It's not the end of the world. What's really interesting is that if you do run out of fuel, the game is nice enough to give you a little bit more fuel to continue on your merry way after a set period of time passes. So, if fuel is kind of inconsequential, at least early on in the game. There will be ways in which we'll be able to automatically refuel ourselves in more effective ways other than just letting the fuel run out and then getting more fuel automatically as time goes on. So if you run out of fuel, you can't really go anywhere. Pretty obvious stuff right there. But as you can see, we do get some additional emergency fuel for the time being. And I'm not exactly sure how you get more exactly. The most obvious thing would be to add more fuel tanks, which, as time goes on, we will be able to get our hands on more and more fuel tanks. The more fuel tanks that you have, the more fuel you'll have. I feel like leaving your vehicle for a while also helps with refueling your gas tank. So in a sense, it's kind of like having a solar-powered vehicle, but not in actuality. By the way, one more thing worth mentioning is if you're trying to collect stuff as the bear and bird on the ground, and these Grunty Bots are attacking you, even though you can whack the enemies with your magical wrench, you could also potentially whack the objects in question too. So be careful when you're around enemies and trying to collect things. One more thing worth mentioning is when it comes to your health and health management, if you happen to run out of health, so long as you're not in a challenge, you won't die. Instead, you'll be temporarily knocked out and Kazooie will slap the ever-loving piss out of Banjo and refill his health automatically, which is pretty damn sweet. But if you are in a challenge, then unfortunately you lose the challenge automatically. So yeah, running out of health is pretty bad if you're in the middle of a challenge. But it's really not as bad if you're not in the middle of a challenge. So that's something to keep in mind. By the way, one other thing worth mentioning when it comes to your health is if you happen to go underwater and you're underwater for too long, then there is a possibility that you can drown. Speaking of swimming underwater, in order to swim underwater, you just push the X button while you're on the water surface. Afterwards, just hold the A button to swim forward. You can also mash the A button too to swim even faster. Just keep in mind that Banjo cannot stay underwater forever. That is, if you're in the middle of a challenge. If you're outside of a challenge, then even though Banjo does drown, Kazooie will revive him. How does that work? Does she gain gills in between games? I have no idea. Your guess is as good as mine. Although, it does beg the question, is it faster to drive underwater than it is to just swim? Dude, come on, summon the thing. What's really peculiar about driving vehicles underwater is, yeah, it is definitely possible to drive them underwater. How? I don't know. Regardless, though, it is something you can do. Just keep in mind, though, that vehicles do not float. At least not right now. Huh. Yes, I did hear that. He has a very big fear of water because he cannot swim. I do wonder where the hell this green Jinjo is located. One really nice thing would, no. Okay, what I'm trying to say here is, one thing I really wish this game would have is like a really, really big map that you can take a look at of all the different locations or just the entire map in general. Like a way you can pull up like a big overview of the entire map. That way you can view pretty much all of the objectives and their locations. This also would include the Jinjos, but It doesn't appear to be the case here. Then again, maybe it's hidden somewhere and I just don't realize it. When it comes to finding these hidden challenges and just hidden things in general... Okay, this is peculiar. I'm not too sure, but I think that you cannot collect notes while you're in vehicles. Then again, maybe you can, and I was just too high in the air. Who knows? What's kind of hilarious is, even though I have critiqued this game for having such strange note locations, this sort of mistake was repeated later in another game, Yooka-Laylee, developed by former Rare members and the team over at Team 17. I'm not kidding. Speaking of Yooka-Laylee, I did purchase that game again recently. Game, come on, let me drive. Oh, I ran out of fuel. Okay. Didn't realize that. That's interesting. To be honest, I feel like it is way too easy to run out of fuel early on in the game. I mean, it's pretty obvious we're working with only like one fuel tank here. Even so, still kind of dumb. But as I did mention previously, the bigger the engine you have on your vehicle, the more fuel is going to be consumed. One other thing worth mentioning too is, when it comes to your vehicles, you can modify them on the fly by hopping out of it and pushing B. This Mumbo Magical Mobile Garage, it stops time to let Baron Bird modify the vehicle as you see fit. This also includes modifying L.O.G's vehicles of which he provides to you. Just keep in mind that if you're in the middle of a challenge and you have to restart, you will have to hop back out of the vehicle in order to modify it again. It doesn't save the modifications in between rounds. To be honest, I thought that was the case too, but I guess it wasn't. Okay, seriously, where the hell is this green Jinjo? I definitely should have looked at a map well before this playthrough even began. Okay. Okay. So, here's what I'm gonna do for the remainder of this session and also future sessions. I'm gonna do as many challenges as I can possibly do, and the ones that are marked on the map. When it comes to the Jinjo Challenges, I will be doing them as I come across them. But if I can't do the challenges 100%, then I'll come back and do them later. Same with additional Jinjo Challenges of which I cannot find. If I can't find them during my first trip, then I'll come back and try to find them on the second trip onward. Just saying. So one other thing worth mentioning too is when it comes to the different acts in this game, oh yeah, when it comes to the different acts, you can return from one earlier act to another act in the future, so that's pretty nice. So if you feel like you're having insignificant parts that are just, you know, poo-poo garbage, you can always just ignore the challenge and try to come back another time when you have bigger and better parts. For now, though, we're going to return to Showdown Town and just not worry about the missing Jinjo. We'll worry about him another time. Ah, I see you're back. The Jiggy that you won must now be collected from the Jigo vent specific to the world. Use your wrench to release the Jiggy from the Jigo vent to transport the Jiggy back to the bank for safekeeping. As far as how many Jiggies there are in this game, I'm not too sure. When you come within range of the Jigo, then press the X button to lock the wrench into the bolt. So, not necessarily like Ratchet and Clank. Rotate the left stick to turn the bolt and vend any Jiggies stored inside. Then haul them away to the Jiggy Bank. As time goes on, we will be collecting a lot of these Jiggies. And the stack of Jiggies can get really, really damn massive. So keep that in mind. Ah, do you see? Banking your first Jiggy has opened another door. Act 2 of Nutty Acres. I think you grasped the basics, so I'll leave you to explore, chat, and add to your Jiggy account. Good luck, yesterday's bear. One last piece of advice. Defend yourself by pressing the X button to swing your wrench. Should you require any tips or reminders, Bowles is the man, or the mole to see. You can also look up information online too. Banjo doing good, so Humba gives special award to new blueprints. Humba add blueprints to vehicle database so Banjo could use when in-game worlds to play Jiggy games. Not use around town though. So we get some new L.O.G blueprints, which are pre-built, custom-designed blueprints of which you can select at any time. Just keep in mind that you can't use them in Showdown Town, which kinda sucks. And to be fair, these designs aren't really all that bad, but you can make better designs yourself. Hey Banjo, Humba just get delivery. Now have new vehicle parts and vehicle parts to buy. Come see Humba in Town Square. So that's another person who you can speak and spend notes on in this game. If you want some special parts, just speak to Humba and buy what she has on offer. Good to see Banjo again. Humba Wumba set up shop across the square from useless Shaman Mumbo. Humba sell vehicle parts and complete vehicle blueprints to help Bear get plenty vehicles. So you can buy individual parts or you can buy blueprints flat out. Just keep in mind that the blueprints, depending on their designs, can cost quite a pretty penny. So for the first one, let's go ahead and, you know what, let's just make the purchase anyway. There we go. That ought to do for the blueprints. You can also buy individual parts too. I would recommend buying the parts over the blueprints any day of the week. But if you happen to have the notes to spare, go ahead and buy everything that you can. But if you need to prioritize anything, prioritize buying parts over blueprints. As time goes on and the more Jiggies that you collect, along with TT trophies, you'll be able to get access to more and more parts from Humba Wumba which you can purchase. And the better the parts, the more notes are going to be required. So keep that in mind. Okay. I wanted to enter the shop. You can enter the shop at any time by just going through the front door, or I think you can also access it from the pause menu too. So let's see, do I have any additional fuel? No, I do not. But I do have another medium engine. One thing that kind of sucks is when you're adding in additional engines or just new parts in general to a pre-existing design, you will have to recolor them again in order to fit with your color scheme of your vehicle. So that ought to do it for the engines. Any other things worth mentioning or adding in? We do have a new ammo-free weapon, which are spikes, which you ram these into enemies and, well, they don't really do much of anything, which kind of stinks. By the way, these special parts here, like the spoilers, they are just here for cosmetics. Accessories are purely cosmetic. Gadgets, on the other hand, do have special properties, minus the spoilers. So let's go ahead and save this vehicle. And we're going to keep the name. Go ahead and save that. And we're good to go. let's see what Act 2 has on offer. Oh, and by the way, depending on how often you exit and enter a loading zone, the time of day does change, so that's pretty neat. Oh, and by the way, you can invert the camera controls if you feel like they're getting a bit awkward for your tastes, but there's really no need to worry about that. And here I thought you can access Mumbo's garage from the pause menu. Well, you could if you know what you're doing. Okay, so this is something I just realized, is the notes that you collect in Nutty Acres, or just the worlds in general, even though there's a massive total of 200 notes, they are spread out throughout the different acts. So we collected 56 in the first act. As far as the remaining acts are concerned, there's going to be even more notes there. So it's going to be super annoying to keep track of absolutely everything. Great! I feel like there are 60 notes in the first act. As far as the second act, I have no clue. I'll have to look up this information later. Let's see what Act 2 has on offer. So, another thing worth mentioning. I don't know if I was mentioning this before and I just got sidetracked or what. Oh, and by the way, when it comes to your vehicles, you automatically enter a new, act or world in your default trolley vehicle. So if you want to use your own vehicle, you will have to go into the pause menu and select the vehicle you want. Otherwise, yeah, it kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Okay, I'm definitely inverting the camera controls. Invert Y-axis, perfect. I kind of want to... I want to see if I can get to that center platform. It might be possible if I bring my vehicle over and use it the right way. I can swim in lava! Who knew? Okay, screw this. Banjo is immortal, so we might as well use our immortality powers to their fullest extent. Yoink. Yay, we're dead. Thank you, Kazooie. It's true, though. It does look like a nacho cheese. It's not the worst looking lava I've ever seen. Again, immortality powers are awesome! I love cheese in this game. Again, it will be even more awesome once I figure out how to pull off the magical flying glitch. Then again, maybe that particular glitch was patched out in this re-release of the game. Maybe I'm crazy. Who knows? Alright. What do we got here? What's that rumbling noise, Humba? I thought it might be Mumbo's dodgy magic, but from the looks on your face, it's worse than that. Nothing to do with rubbish husband this time. Volcano make bad noises for days. What happened if eruption go ahead? Well, that doesn't look too good. Oh no, Humba mentioned eruption and Jinx's whole island! Situation very bad. Scorching hot rocks crash down from sky. Even worse, volcanic rock give off nasty gauges. And yeah, dialogue is going by way too fast. You folks have all the luck. Even ever thought about moving? Hey, I got the worst luck on the face of the earth. I'm a frickin' schlep rock, damn it. Don't take my job. Please, Banjo and Kazooie, do anything possible to make Fiery Rock harmless and save Farm. I'm not too traumatized by jinxing of Nutty Acres to be any help. Well, that's a piss-poor excuse. So, if you want to view the game's objective, you can select game objectives to view the objective sequence again. And you can also get a basic understanding of what's going on by reading the dialogue on the top of the objective ball, or objective bar. The volcano has bleached out massive fireballs, which are spewing coconut suffocating gas into the air. Get the rocks into the water to cool them down before they ruin the season's crop. So for this one, we're going to want to use a pre-designed blueprint. So something like this ought to work. We can also create our own blueprint too of a similar design, but I think this will work out well. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, it is surprising to see a human. Well, to be fair, Humba Wumba did first make her appearance in Banjo-Tooie. Okay, that takes care of the first one. Still got 2 more to find, though. By the way, sometimes it's a better idea just to proceed on foot than it is to drive around your vehicle. Just keep in mind, though, if you take too long, then you miss out on some really good rewards. And the time required to complete these objectives vary from mission to mission. By the way, if you feel like you're taking too long or if the vehicle you're working with isn't working out, you can quit the challenge at any time and just select a different vehicle. The only exception to this is if you're doing a L.O.G's choice challenge. In other words, you must use those particular vehicles. But if you are having a hard time, you can always come back and do it another time if you so wish. Okay. This is taking far, far too long. We should still be able to make it. They kind of do, actually. Yep, we ran out of time, so unfortunately we won't be able to get the TT trophy, but we can still get the Jiggy if we are fast enough. By the way, you can always redo these challenges if you so wish at any time. There we go. Challenge completed. But we're not done. We still can get the TT trophy for sure, so I guess we can continue for now. You can always replay the challenges at any time just by talking to the same individual again. Highland all safe again, more or less. Lucky Humba keep Jiggy around to pay heroes in random emergency. Too funny. But, yeah, so long as, if you so wish, you can, talk to the individual again to redo the challenges. So, if you missed out on a particular reward, such as the TT trophy, just talk to the individual again. Also, don't be afraid to manipulate the physics to have them work in your favor. If something like one of these meatballs are round, then you can very easily give them a good whack and roll them down a hill to really send them flying. Oh my god, I got stuck on the goddamn tree! Turn, goddammit! Okay, screw this. By the way, I'm not too sure, but I don't think you can summon a vehicle out from the middle of nowhere during one of L.O.G's challenges. So, or just any challenge whatsoever. I think that's only available when you're, like, roaming around the world. So yeah, you can't really summon vehicles without... Or... Yeah, you can't summon vehicles in general... outside of... Or while you're in a challenge. Holy crap, I cannot speak today. So if you lose your vehicle, you might as well restart. Otherwise, you're more than likely going to run out of time. And running out of time is super bad. One other thing worth mentioning too is if you happen to see any notes along the way, if you're able to collect them, great. If you can't, don't worry about it. Just try to memorize their location and then pick them up another time. Try to pick them up outside of challenges. Yep, out of time. Damn it! All because my vehicle got stuck too many times. Alright, let's give this another try. I guess in a sense this could be where you can use something like a bumper to give these things a little bit of a nudge. Stupid tree, get out of here! It is pretty neat to see that the trees are destructible. Well, some of them are, because technically speaking, this is like a set. I wonder if there's like some sort of movement exploit that I can do while I'm running around on the ground. Probably not. But then again, maybe there is something and I just don't know what that is. Who knows? Come on, get moving, dude. One other thing worth mentioning, too, is if you are having a hard... Oh my god, seriously? Wow, screw you, game. Another very wonky thing about the game's physics is that sometimes you're just not allowed to flip your vehicle back over. I don't know why. It's stupid. It is absolutely stupid. Okay, that should be good enough. Thank you! Finally! Much better. That definitely could have been faster for sure. Oh, and by the way, the trophies that you get, you have to get 4 trophies in order to convert that trophy into a single Jiggy. Nutacre safe already? Amazing work! I might not feel so guilty anymore. Banjo earned big thanks and bigger reward. Sweet. Thank you. Well, that was definitely something. Also, physics! How did that happen? Why did it happen? More on this at 11. Who am I kidding? I don't know why these things happen sometimes and sometimes they don't. This game is weird. There is one other thing worth mentioning when it comes to the radar system, and that is, as you can see, the different icons have different corresponding colors. Green means the particular icon is on Banjo and Kazooie's level. Blue icons means that they're higher or above Banjo, and red means they're below. Keep that in mind. Whoa, check this guy out, Banjo. I don't remember hearing there was a circus in town. Sure you're in the right game, Blue Top? Actually, the name's Trophy Thomas, and I'm winning my thing. Want me to prove it? Let's go, a quick race around the island. Unless, of course, the bear's a chicken. The checkpoints mark the course. Pass through each one and you'll eventually make it to the finish line, where I'll be waiting for you. You can't catch me, I'm the fastest thing alive. Is it just me, or have game characters lost a lot of their charm over the past 10 years? Speak for yourself. So this is going to be a land-based race. You're going to need a fast vehicle to defeat the overly competitive cat. Okay. That should be pretty simple to do. Also... Whoa, okay, that was weird. Why did the game freeze for a minute? One thing worth mentioning is when it comes to the radar system, it is going to be your friend when trying to figure out where the hell it is you're going to need to go. The game also placed down some guideposts too to inform you where the hell it is you need to go as well, so don't be afraid to use those to your advantage. Hey, you had a head start. My brakes must be sticking. Did I mention that it was best of 3? Eat my dust! Really? Screw you, Thomas. You could also shoot Thomas, but I don't think it would really do much of anything. Also, the whole best of 3 thing, I think it only applies if you happen to win the race. If he wins, then... yeah. He will be like, haha, I win, screw you, burn in hell. Okay, I don't think he says that specifically, but... still something worth mentioning regardless. Also, when it comes to reaching these checkpoints, you can reach them in any way you see fit. Just keep in mind, you do have to go through them in order. Come on, turn, you stupid piece of junk! God, this turning. I feel like I'm driving a damn tractor trailer here! There we go. I win! Phew! That was annoying. By the way, for every set of notes you win, I think you can earn up to 10 notes per challenge? I'm not too sure. Ah! I can't even pretend I let you win! I was royally trounced! Just take your winnings, so let's not speak of this again. Deal? Nah. I'm gonna gloat all over the internet. Because I'm that much of a frickin' asshat. Just like you. When it comes to Trophy Thomas in general, not a big fan of his character. He's just one of those one-note kind of characters who you just really don't really care about. Just saying. Not the worst character in existence, but whatever. Nutty Acres Tick Tick Bang. And it's a log choice challenge. This is gonna be fun. This may seem like a stupid question, Mumbo, but why are you standing next to a ticking bomb? Bomb? Ika-bookum! Mumbo not know it was bomb. Bomb make big bang! Mumbo nuts fly higher than cloud cuckoo land. Whatever. Mumbo busy sweeping yard when he hears strange noise. Big metal bird fall from sky, almost land on Shaman's skull. Almost? Shame, it might have done you some good. Okay, Bonehead, then what happened? Mumbo poked metal bird with broom. Bird start to tick. Now Mumbo in much trouble. To be honest, Mumbo, we don't have much experience with high explosives. What do you want us to do? Bear used Mumbo's tractor to take bomb to bottles. Red smoke lead Bear to Mole. He officer in armed forces. D with the step before, you know. Mole wait at Nutty Acre airfield. Mole short-sighted but clever. He stopped bomb make big bang. Bear be quick. Bomb timer reaches 0. Bear will make a nice pinata, I guess. So, since this is a logs challenge, we do have to use the vehicle provided. This is gonna be interesting. And of course we can take this bomb and reach our destination in a number of ways. Although there is an optimal path which I am going to try to take. I just hate the fact that this thing is absolutely slow. Ow. Vehicle take damage and lose parts. Bear stay in seat, get close enough to detach parts. Oh shit. Damn RNG. Okay, let's restart. That was just really bad RNG. I hate those frickin' bots so much. So damn annoying to deal with. You have no idea. Along with technical difficulties where I thought my Xbox bit the goddamn dust. Alright, let's try this again. Maybe this time things will go better. Ow. By the way, when you're trying to recover lost parts, your vehicle does unfortunately slow down a bit. I think the parts do heal themselves over time. I could be wrong in this regard. So long as the parts are not attacked, you should be fine. There we go. That was a hell of a lot better. Okay, so for every challenge you win, you will win 10 notes. Nice. There we go. Another challenge complete. Boop. Bear do great job. Mumbo happy to live without a bearskin rug. Real quick time too. Bear win big reward. Umanaka. What's kind of strange is that the bomb has reappeared here. Why did it reappear here? Video game logic. Seriously, don't ask questions. Don't ask questions about logic, because logic comes to die in video games and just this universe in general. I mean, hello, this is an absurd adventure of a bear and bird driving a car, or a motorcycle, or really anything that your mind can think of. Hell, later on in the game we'll be able to build things like airplanes and helicopters and boats! And when we do, it's gonna be pretty fun to put those kinds of vehicles together. So, as far as challenges are concerned, looks like all of them are complete now. However, there's still the matter of finding the Jinjos around here, which I have no idea where the hell they are. By the way, if you're trying to figure out the statistics of what you managed to complete and what you found, just pull up the pause menu and select game information, then view statistics. Then select the level and go hit the A button for more details, and you can view the different acts of all the different things that you've done. So, as you can see, there are 3 Jinjo tokens we've yet to find and collect here. You can also view this game's achievements too, which, funny enough, this game does have additional achievements from L.O.G's Lost Challenges. For the most part, I think I've gotten almost every achievement in this game. However, there are still some of which I am lacking. Then again, maybe there's more maybe I did get all the achievements a long time ago. I don't know, I could always take a look at the achievements for myself in order to figure that out for sure. Okay, let's see. As far as any potential spots where I could find a Jinjo, I have no idea at this point. Alright, screw this. We're just gonna return to Showdown Town. We'll come back for more Jinjos and finding any additional notes that I missed and stuff like that later. So long as we completed all the challenges, then we're good to go. Nice work! You've won 4 of my trophies, which adds up to another Jiggy. So we'll be able to pick up any Jiggies that we manage to pick up after we find a way to get up this damn slope. And no, we're not going to be flying anytime soon. Okay, that's lame. Okay, let's throw you up here. Good. Alright, let's see what we can access now. Care to tackle your next game world? The game globe allowing you entry to the high technical environment of the Logbox 720 has been dispensed from my factory. Grab the globe and locate the plinth. Ah, the door has opened. Okay. I wish this dialogue would get out of the way. So this door has a warp of or icon of Grunty next to it. That means a Grunty battle awaits you. Don't be put off. I'm sure you're up to it. You may even get something special if you defeat her. Which is definitely something that we're going to be investigating. In fact, I think we're going to go ahead and take care of that right now. The Grunty battles, or the Grunty acts in general, they only contain like 1 challenge, and it just involves fighting and defeating Gruntilda within the world and act. So, yeah, this is gonna be quite interesting. Let's see what she has up her sleeve. So, 1 challenge, 1 trophy, I think 10 notes, and there's also 2 additional Jinjo tokens we can get our hands on here. Hopefully we'll be able to find them, or just find them in general. When it comes to finding everything in the game, once we're able to build ourselves a super fast and super cool vehicle and stuff, it'll make finding things a lot more efficient for sure. But, speaking of Jinjo Challenges, looks like we have another one right here. Jinjo Fetch. This is a Jinjo Fetch challenge. Listen to the description, find a lost item, and bring it back. And bring it back to the Jinjo. I've lost the dear Globo that I count as my only friend in the world. Hey, stop laughing and help me look, will you? Funny enough, he's not going to be doing any sort of looking whatsoever. We were hiking over the volcano, but my Globo kept complaining about the heat until I kicked it into the pool, completely by accident. I feel bad now. Could you go rescue it? Sheesh. How in God's name did you mess that up? Let's see. I'm gonna create a new vehicle, and we're gonna create another sort of trolley vehicle, too. So, let's see. One thing worth mentioning here is if you see a yellow exclamation point, that means that the parts are not stabilized on your vehicle. So, if they're not stabilized, then that means that they're going to fall apart as soon as you try to use it. Hence the reason why one of the L.O.G's challenge parts or blueprints fell apart earlier when I tried to use it. So first, let's pull up the storage. Okay. Not what I wanted. By the way, you'll know if a vehicle part is unstable if it's highlighted in orange. If it's highlighted in green, however, then the part is going to be perfectly fine and perfectly suitable. Red means that the part can't really be placed. It can't be placed at all. Oops. Alright, let's put up some front wheels, just like that. Actually, I'm gonna move these to the back. There we go, that'll work. And as far as engines... No, I want the medium engines, dang it. Now for the small engine. As far as other parts, I don't think any other parts are really all that necessary because this is a storage vehicle after all. Hey! Okay, I'm pretty satisfied with the way this is designed. Although, I think what I'm gonna do is add some additional parts here. We're gonna go with some light parts, and we're gonna go with... How about some L panels? Just so I can make the tray just a little tiny bit bigger. Or a little bit deeper when it comes to the grooves. Alright, let's go for the poles. When you're making any sort of transportation vehicle or storage vehicle like this, you do have to keep in mind that the height of the basket is super important. Otherwise, anything that you try to store in here will, they may inevitably roll out depending on how rough you drive. And in later worlds, the terrain is going to be super, super rough. So keep that in mind. So let's give this an interesting name. How about... How about Trolley Boy? That'll work. By the way, I think if you exit Mumbo's garage, he may warn you that the blueprint you created is not yet saved, and he may give you an opportunity to save said blueprint. Oh, come on, seriously, stop. Oh, and by the way, when it comes to these fetch quests for the Jinjo Challenges, you're not really given any information on where the object could be potentially located. Now, the radar system is kind of useless. You do have to get a full understanding of what the hell it is the Jinjo is saying. If you're able to decipher what it is they're saying and all that, then you'll be able to figure out where the hell it is you're supposed to go. Once you figure it out, it's just a matter of getting the object and then bringing it back to the Jinjo. Thankfully, when it comes to these sort of challenges, you can take as long as you want. So long as you manage to get the object back to the Jinjo, you should be fine. Okay. Here you go, buddy. Here's your Globo. Globo, my dearest and most bizarre-looking friend! Try not to get in the way of my foot next time. What? It was your fault. Alright. Thank you. Thank you very much. Oh, and one more thing about the Jinjo Challenges worth mentioning here is once you complete them, you can't do them again. It kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Which, yeah, it does make sense as to why that is the case, though. Alright, let's go ahead and fight Grunty now, shall we? See what she has up her dastardly sleeve tonight. Grunty's Loco something. Come on, game, let me read it. Loco Coco. Now, what's this before my eyes? A coconut of such a size. The Loco Coco this must be. Soon it's Grunty's. Wait and see. Loco Coco? Any idea what the old workbag's talking about, Kazooie? Mumbo Dumbo never shuts up about it. Apparently, it's a coconut that's been growing on the island for over 100 years. When it finally falls, they say it'll be the daddy of all nuts. With a nut so big, so hard and strong to flatten, blah, 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 blah. Did the thing just teleport? Okay. So in this Grunty battle, we're going to need a weapon of some kind, whether it be a melee weapon or just a weapon that can actually shoot. If you happen to have something of that extent, then this challenge should be pretty easy for you. The evil witch is still in the Loco Coco coconut and is making her escape. You need to knock the coconut out of her vehicle. This will require a vehicle that's big, heavy, or powerful. Or all three. That can work too. Alright, let's do this. God damn it! Turn, god damn it! Great job! Can we do it again? And hopefully this time not shit the bed? That would be great. Okay, come on. I really hate how this thing turns. I also hate how easy it is to flip this stupid thing. By the way, if you're after the trophies here, or just the trophies in general in this battle, the amount of time required to get these trophies is pretty damn strict. But thankfully, it's not too bad for the first challenge. But upon beating Grunty's challenge, you'll get something really special. However, in order to get the reward, you have to at least win the Jiggy. Notes, unfortunately, do not count, so keep that in mind. The Loco Coco is lost for all time! All I have left is my talent for rhyme. Tires of this wheel have plenty grip, but slightly reduced vehicle speed. Which, yeah, pretty sweet, and these are very highly desired. And I would recommend replacing your wheels as soon as you can. And since we got ourselves some new wheels, literally, these special parts are automatically applied to our trolley vehicle upon returning to Showdown Town. However, for whatever reason, they are not applied right here and now, which is kinda dumb. Okay, let's see if I can modify the vehicle in any way right now. Okay, I can't really do that, so I'm gonna go ahead and modify this high grip wheels. Oh my god. High grip, please. Gotta remember, push Y to delete the part, then we can replace it. And let's go ahead and save it. Okay, we're good to go. So with high grip vehicles, or high grip wheels rather, what these will allow you to do is ascend steeper slopes without too much trouble. And I think they also allow you to turn a little more effectively. Although from what I can tell here, it seems like the turning's not that much better, if at all. Which kinda sucks. Oh well. It is what it is. Before we return to Showdown Town, I'm gonna see if I can find another Jinjo challenge, which, if we look at the statistics for this particular area, looks like there is one more Jinjo left to find. As far as where it is, it's anyone's guess! Unlike the regular challenges, which are marked clear as day on your map, Jinjo challenges are not marked at all, and you must find them on your own. Ugh, what a bore. Alright, screw it. Let's just return to Showdown Town. Again, we'll come back once we figure everything out. So it seems you foiled Grunty's plans for domination in the sleepy world of Nutty Acres. I suspected that you might. She was using high grip wheels, so for your victory, I've awarded you a set of your own. I'll do this for any special components that she uses in battle. Your trolley has been upgraded, and your splendid new wheels will now allow you to drive up the slippery green slopes. Off you go! So in other words, now we can access even more of Showdown Town, which is pretty damn awesome. One more thing worth mentioning too is when it comes to delivering jiggies to this thing, Umanaka! Bear played good, so Mumbo gives special award for new vehicle parts. Mumbo will put following parts in garage parts store, so Bear can use them in Mumbo's motors to build better vehicles. Ooh, what we got? Small engine, small fuel, 2 small propellers, egg gun, and a small ammo. Nice! Banjo doing good job, so Humba gives special award for new blueprints. Humba add blueprints to vehicle database, I guess. So Humba Copter and Humba Tank. Neat. Cool. I wonder if there are any new parts available. Let's take a look and see what she has on offer. Okay. I guess not. Guess there's nothing else on offer right now, which kinda sucks. So, as mentioned previously, we can now ascend steep slopes like this with the new wheels, which is pretty nice. So, we don't need to take the long way around just to get up to the frickin' game factory anymore. That's sweet. What's even sweeter is that any of the TT trophy jiggies that we managed to get during a brief time of just, you know, collecting trophies and being unable to redeem them and crap. Well, now we can finally redeem them now that we have the proper wheels to do so. So that's awesome. What's even more awesome is that now we can explore even more Showdown Town. Also, goddammit. Okay, you know what? Screw this. I'll just carry you. Which is something I should have done in the first place. Ooh. Nice. Well, Logbox 720 is now available for access. I wonder if there's any more areas I can take a look at right now besides the Logbox 720. Which, funny enough, is supposed to be a representation of the next Xbox console, which, at the time, people were jokingly referring to the naming scheme of the next Xbox as the Xbox 720, considering the naming scheme. You know, Microsoft, they can't really count their consoles or their operating systems worth a damn. Like, there's 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, I think. There's also 5.0. There's also Windows 95, 98, Windows 2000, Windows XP, Windows Vista, etc., etc. You get the idea. More small ammo and another small engine. You love seeing that. Out of my way! I love doing that. By the way, when it comes to running over people or just doing anything in this town in general, there are consequences for doing that, but really they're so inconsequential that it doesn't really matter. Also, did this Jiggy just go through the trolley or am I going crazy? Well, whatever. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'm just gonna take this and go. Out of my way, jerks! Another globe, huh? Ready to visit another world? The many dubious attractions of Banjo Land await you, so head up to my factory, pick up the newly dispensed Game Globe, and deliver it to its plinth. Neato. By the way, if you're wondering what Banjo Land is all about, it's all one big thing of Banjo fan service. Hence the name Banjo Land. Dude, get out from under my damn vehicle! Man, sometimes the citizens in this town can be really damn annoying to deal with. Like, seriously, come on. So dumb. Excuse me. Alright, let's see what this is going to be all about. By the way, if you're wondering if we're going into Banjo Land in this session, no. No, we're not. Also, thanks, game, for flipping us. Flipping us a new butthole. By the way, if you're wondering about the stop and swap items, there's many of them of which we could access right now, and believe me, I plan to. In fact, I think I'm going to try to spend as much time as I can trying to collect the things that I can pick up right now. What's up, Trophy Thomas? Trophy Thomas is my name, the best at everything in this game. I'll let you replay all the games in which you won a Jiggy, so you can try for my TT trophies. Win 4 for an extra Jiggy. Okay. Thanks. So I guess you can select any challenge from here by speaking to Trophy Thomas, which is pretty neat. Okay. So if you want a quick way to access all the different challenges that you've competed in, this is the way to do it. So that's nice. Ooh. I like the different notes that are down here. One thing I really don't like is while you're swimming underwater, you do have to deal with this annoying filter that makes it very difficult to see down here. I mean, it's supposed to be this underwatery effect and all, but still, come on, man. Kind of annoying, where you can't really see half the damn screen. Oh my god. Again, with the physics. Why? Stop! Stop it! Turn! I swear, the turning in this game is just absolutely chalked. There is a reason why I have not played this game in well over a decade. And the controls are not one of those reasons necessarily. It's just the game in general. Yeah, it is a fun game, but it's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination. In fact, it is quite heavily flawed. And the complaints in this game? Yeah, they're pretty much justified. I also find it kind of funny how you can run over the citizens in this game, and yeah, they do have a bit of an initial reaction, but it's not really anything that major. And what's even more annoying is that a lot of times the citizens get stuck under your vehicle, as you've clearly seen throughout the course of this whole thing. Oh, really? Hang on. Can I get up here? Maybe I can. Okay. Oh. You would think I would be able to use slope abuse, but I don't know if that's a thing in this game. Okay, forget it. Okay. Looks like this put me in a bit of a strange spot. Cool. I'll take it. Ooh, I like the crates. Okay. So as far as walking on tight ropes and stuff, it's pretty simple to do. Just try to balance yourself by moving left and right and not fall like a freaking goober. Jumping, I would not recommend. I would not recommend doing that at all. Otherwise, there's a pretty good chance that you're going to fall. So if you must jump, try to jump across in a straight line if you can. Otherwise, you're going to have a really, really rough time. Also, if you put any crates in your trolley and you have to pick them back up again, unfortunately, you're going to have to go back to the original spawn point of where the crate was, then put it back in your cart again. God damn it! If you're wondering why I just stood there for a moment, I thought maybe I could summon my vehicle while I'm swimming around in the water, but no, you can't do that. I guess you can't really do anything of the sort when you're swimming around in hazards or just water in general. God damn it. Okay. Let's try jumping across this stupid gap again. Okay. Well, that wasn't exactly what I wanted. I guess we have to walk across these things the old-fashioned way, slowly yet surely. You know what they say, slow and steady wins the race. Unless you're actually racing, in which case, oh dear, you're gonna get wrecked. Get out of my way! Out of the way, jerks! I really hate the fact that you have to walk so damn slow. Plus, there's a very good chance that you're gonna fall. Especially if you try to jump and cheese your way across. If you must jump, then what I would recommend you do is jump if you happen to be close enough to the edge. And if you must jump, try jumping in a straight line if you can. Thankfully, the game does give you a fairly decent amount of leeway when it comes to trying to balance yourself across a tightrope and just a rope-shaped bridge in general. Oh, come on. Stop it. Move forward, dude. I think you're supposed to walk super slowly across these things. And that's the reason why you tiptoe or lean left and right so much. Who knows? Your guess is as good as mine. Even so... Come on! Ah, come on! Didn't want it to go in the water. Well then. Fuck it, I'm going for a swim. I don't think notes despawn upon trying to collect them in any way. But what's really annoying now is that the crates I just picked up... Oh man, this sucks. I have to summon the vehicle and get the crates all over again. Damn it! So inconvenient. So inconvenient it hurts. Again, it just makes me wish I can teleport the damn crates. Although, it looks like the crates that I dropped previously are all in one convenient little spot. Neat. Well, you learn something new every day. If you happen to lose crates, then it's not the end of the world. Just drive back to where you previously lost the crates and they should all be in one convenient location. So that's pretty neat. Come on, stop. There we go. Medium fuel. That's definitely something I need ever so desperately. We also got ourselves another medium engine, some more small propellers, and a large tray. Nice. So, the large tray is a much bigger and wider tray, but it's not much higher than the standard tray. So what that means is, yeah, you can potentially carry more stuff in it, but at the same time, there's also a greater possibility that the items can just pop out of the thing because of how the physics work in this game. Just saying, it's quite annoying to say the least. Okay, let's see what this item is all about. This is one of those stop and swap items. There's a reason why this crate was marked with an egg previously. And no, it's not an egg man. Just saying. One thing I really, really wish I could do is just instantly teleport to Mumbo's location with the crate in hand. That would be pretty nice. Maybe we'll be able to do something like that later, but for right now, we do have to drive manually to him every single time. Ooh, fluffy dice! Again, they're purely cosmetic, and they are one of the stop and swap items. To be quite honest, the stop and swap items are really, really lackluster. All they offer are cosmetics and nothing more. I knew there were some notes over here somewhere. Maybe if I drive really fast and jump at the right time. Oh, come on. Really? Oof. Well, that wasn't quite what I wanted. Dang it. Oh, well. That's okay. We can always come back here another time. In fact, if you feel like you can get somewhere, feel free to take a look around the environment. You may find something rather interesting. So what I mean by that is, if you think you can't access an area, take a look around and you may find something rather peculiar, rather suspicious, if you will. Okay. Gimme, gimme. Come on, turn, goddammit. You know what? This is fine. One more thing worth mentioning, too, is that you can technically use the crates as an additional means of getting around. By that I mean you can use them as additional platforms. Screw you, game. For some reason, I just could not get off the freaking wall! Alright, what we got in here this time? If the game lets me redeem the reward. Standard wings! Nice! So at this point now, we can make ourselves an airplane. I think we have the parts necessary, too. One thing I find kind of interesting when it comes to the citizens is they don't really have much of a reaction when it comes to just seeing a random bear teleport. I don't know why that is. It's so weird. So weird, so strange, and... it's just weird. Everything in this world is weird. Again with the vehicle turning. Holy crap. Please, just stop. Knew there was something over here. Did the game just freeze again for a minute? That was interesting. Well, regardless. That was peculiar. I'm not exactly sure what else to say at this moment. Alright, what do we got this time? Sinker and another fist. Neat. If you're wondering what sinkers are all about, well, if you attach them to your vehicle and you're trying to do underwater traversal, then it'll allow you to sink underwater that much faster. To be honest, I find these things to be rather useless. But that's just me in my opinion. They are purely situation dependent. They might have a use, but I haven't found said use yet. How did I not collect that? Screw you, game. Looks like that's another area I can't access yet. And again, maybe I can if I'm clever. Physics? What the hell was that? Video game logic. I seriously do not understand this game and its physics whatsoever. It seems like you can jump on certain things, and other times you just slip and slide like nobody's business. I do not understand this game at all. Also, if you're wondering how the hell it is that these hitboxes... If you thought the hitboxes in the first Banjo Kazooie were bad, or at least in my experience they're bad... If you thought they were bad there, oh sweet merciful Moses, they are even worse here. How does that work? I do not understand that the... How is it that hitboxes can be worse in a freaking 7th generation 3D platformer? Don't ask questions. Just accept the fact that they suck and move on with your life. Okay. What do we have over here? This is rather interesting. Looks like a prison warden. Or just a prison in general.
Hello. I'm Piglet, chief of police and law around here. Don't you go causing trouble like that bunch of weird little guys running around. I locked up the guilty ones.
Are you sure you should be doing that? You can't just go around locking people up here. You need evidence of them doing something. Something very, very illegal. Otherwise, you're just gonna be causing more trouble and wasting taxpayers' money. And let me tell you, that's not a fun time. Especially when you're dealing with government officials. Just saying. Also, you thought this was just a fence, just laying around about? Yeah, you can either hop around it or tear it down. Which, you really should do just that. Trust me. What's even more interesting is that you can also use certain objects like these as additional platforms. I might have brought this up before, but it is something else you could do. So it appears that there are some Jinjos that were falsely imprisoned. Although, I think I've already brought that up before. Oh well. Not the biggest deal breaker, I guess. Alright, let's go ahead and drop this off to Mumbos if we can, which we should be able to. Hello, anyone home? Two spotlights. Neat. One more thing worth mentioning here is when it comes to dropping off crates and stuff, be sure to speak to Mumbo before leaving Showdown Town whatsoever. Otherwise, the crates that you brought in towards Mumbo, they'll just return to their original spawn point. And you don't want that to happen. Just saying, it's really, really awkward. Having to go through so much trouble trying to collect certain things. And then, well, you know, you actually did not collect the thing because you did not redeem it. Alright. Drop this. Oh, and by the way, even though it seems like that is counterproductive, that we're just dropping parts from a high place like a rooftop, trust me, the parts in the boxes are very highly durable and they can survive pretty much anything. In fact, they can survive anything. Even if you drown them in water, I'm just saying. You can do pretty much anything with them and the parts inside are perfectly fine. Even if it looks extremely fragile. Not like you're mowing around glass or anything like that. By the way, don't try that in real life, otherwise, oh dear, you're gonna cause all kinds of problems. Alright, what do we got? Aerial. I have no idea what this thing is. It looks like some sort of special accessory of some kind. Then again, it could be something else entirely, and I have no idea what it is or how it works. Screw it, let's just keep going. By the way, the different worlds of which you have access to are marked on your map, so that's pretty neat. Just keep in mind, though, shoot. I don't know what I was going to say there. You know what, let's not worry about it. The point is, any worlds that you have opened up are marked on your map for future reference. Dude, come on, let's go. Okay, there we go. There we go. That's something I kind of wanted to do earlier, activate another warp pad for this area. Also, hello there, Boggy, aka Father of the Year.
Hello, you two.
Mrs. Boggy kicked me out to earn my keep, so I bought this old gym from Mr. Fit as an investment. Find enough notes and you can work out here to upgrade your abilities.
And honestly, you should upgrade these as soon as you can. So we got speed, strength, and stamina. Speed is your overall speed. Strength, upgrade strength allows you to carry bigger objects, walk faster while carrying them, and basically hone yourself in fighting fitness. And the more notes you invest in each of these stats, the more it's going to cost you down the road. Okay, looks like we are out of notes for now. Off to work my six-pack of flip-flops. Okay, how many notes do we need? 160 plus 120, so... 280! If my math is correct. Thankfully, if you manage to get enough notes early on in the game, you'll be able to fully upgrade Banjo's stats without too much of a problem. By the way, I think upgrading your stats also allows you to traverse yourself or throw yourself further when you're trying to gain additional horizontal movement. So, when it comes to note collecting, collect as many as you possibly can so that way you can make Banjo fit, lean, and mean. And no, he ain't green. Just saying. If he was green, then we'd be having all kinds of problems here. Because it could be a pretty bad sign of things to come. One thing I find very enjoyable when it comes to this game is exploring Showdown Town itself. Sure, I could be heading into the next world or two if I wanted, but I find it to be a much better idea to explore Showdown Town and collect as many things as you possibly can, from notes to crates and everything in between. You never know what you may find around here. You may find some rather peculiar things, objects, or just other things in general. Once you're able to find these things, then you should be golden. No, I'm not trying to be funny, I'm just stating a fact here. Okay, where the hell am I? Okay. Somehow I was transported to a bit of a strange location. Summoning your vehicle can be a bit troublesome. How? Well, you may never know where you may end up when it comes to teleportation. Also, hello, King Jingling. Long time no see. A familiar face! Welcome to the Count of King Jingling, Big Cheese of the Jinjos. I fear I'm guilty of some self-indulging, indulgence regarding my latest hobby, which will be revealed in just a moment. Ready to join in the Jinjo Bingo craze? So, as far as playing the game is concerned, you do need Jinjo tokens. The aim of the Jinjo Bingo is to fill a row or a column with Jinjo tokens, won by completing Jinjo Challenges in the game worlds. When the bingo round begins, you'll see all the tokens that you've won so far on the right-hand side of the game board. Navigate over to the tokens and press the A button to grab one. The selected token can be placed on any highlighted square. Move the token around the board. Choose a likely square and press the A button to drop it in place. Pressing the B button will return the token to your token pile. Once a token is placed, you can still move it to a different place on the board if you change your mind or strategy. Completing a row will earn you musical notes. Completing a column will earn you more vehicle parts. When you complete a row or a column, those tokens will be locked in place, so think carefully about the prize you want. You ready to hit the Jinjo Bingo circuit? Best of luck! Well, we only got like 2 tokens right now, so we can't really do much with it. Also, the better the prize is, the more tokens are required to fill for each column and row. So let's go ahead and fill one of these in. I think I'm going to fill in for this one and for the yellow one. Let's see. You. That'll do it. I'm already planning my next venture. Jinjo window cleaning. I almost said cheating. I'm going to hell, aren't I? There's also more to explore when it comes to this particular area. In fact, we technically just stopped by another area that is another optional area that you can access. Say hello to the boat docks. Where the hell did my car go? I don't really know for sure. Well, whatever. It's not like I really needed to cross this simple-ass gap anyway. Say hello to Klungo's Arcade. Klungo's Arcade is an entirely optional area where you can play a fun little mini-game. It's called Klungo Saves the World. Yes, I know what I said. That is exactly what the minigame is called. I'm not too sure, but I think you only have access to one stage, and as you progress and complete more worlds and stuff, more stages will become available. Greetings, Bear! Greetings, Bear! Klungo finally abandoned Mistress Grunty to make best video game ever, I guess. Can I see more of the text, please? Best video game ever. Klungo saves the world. Better win. Okay. So, let's go ahead and take a look at the instructions. Press A button to make Klungo jump. End of instructions. So, essentially, Klungo's arcade game is an auto runner. Just press the A button at the right time to jump. Let's give it a whirl. Let's play. Okay, so as I've mentioned previously, the other levels you can't have access to just yet, not until you progress far enough into the game. So, let's go and check out the first one, I guess, for now. The Holes. Also, I absolutely love the artwork seen in this. It is a hell of a lot better than the actual game itself. Also, glitches. I don't think this is an Xbox One exclusive sort of thing. The glitches of which you see here are... they're all a part of the game's design. Damn. So, there's also a chance the minigame itself will crash. And it's purely random of whether or not it will happen. If it does happen, then unfortunately you have to restart. It sucks, but it is what it is. Now there, sir, see Klungo's game best in world. Klungo reward hardcore platform skills with many notes. The more stages you clear, the more notes you win. Neat. Alright. Also, if you want to access the credits for the minigame itself, you do have to win all the stages. However, again, you won't have access to all the stages right away. You have to wait until you complete more of the game in order to get access to more and more of the game's stages. Come on, really? Oh. Oh, hello. I didn't realize there were notes in here. Perhaps I need to look a little harder for these things. Lol. To be honest, when it comes to note collecting in general, I feel like it's a better idea to collect them while you're on foot. Driving them and trying to grab the notes while you're in a vehicle, I feel as though it's a bit of a crapshoot. It is possible to collect them, but it ain't exactly easy to do so. Trust me. I'm just saying. Just stating some facts here. Hard to believe that we're almost at the 3-hour mark. To be honest, I know I could have explored some more worlds today, but I wanted to explore more of Showdown Town. I think I brought that up earlier, but... It's best to explore any new areas as soon as you possibly can. Ooh, balloons. Neat. So if you're wondering what they do, well, put simply, depending on how you built your vehicle, you can attach them to said vehicle and your vehicle will fly, so long as they have enough air. Thankfully, unlike balloons in real life where they can easily pop, the balloons in this game are super durable. In fact, they're so durable, there's like no chance they'll pop whatsoever. And when it comes to inflating them, just push a button and they'll inflate automatically. Just keep in mind though that once inflated, you can't really control the amount of height of which you gain with said balloons. The only way to really control it is just to master the art of inflation and deflation. And don't take that the wrong way. I'm just stating some obvious information here. Hello there, Mr. Fit. We haven't seen you in quite a while. What do you have to say? Oh, hello. It's me, Mr. Fit. I just did an hour of push-ups between runs. I had a tower of combination for sale if you're interested. New running shoes don't come cheap. Okay. Sure. Ooh, looks good. Here's the trapdoor tower number 2 combination. 6,835 for another combination? Oh. 6835 is the combination. I don't know if that's something you need to memorize or not. And again, maybe it is, and I'm going insane. We'll see soon enough. For now, though, let's do some more exploring. As soon as I'm able to climb a pole. Magnetism, why you no work? Okay, come on, dude. Let's keep moving. Nice and slowly. Hello, Tender. Welcome to the stream. Glad you can make it. Alright, let's see what we got over here. If you're wondering why I'm proceeding so slowly, I just want to make sure I'm not going to jump in between a stupid gap or something, and then fall all the way back down. I'm doing just fine, thank you. You? I mean, earlier on my... Dang it. As I was saying, earlier on today, I had a bit of a misfortune. Well, that's good. I'm glad that you're fine as well. As I was saying... Shoot. I completely lost track of what I was saying earlier. Oh my god. Rotate, please. How is that so hard to do? Okay, keep moving. God, I hate walking on these tight ropes so much. By the way, if you're wondering if we're ever going to be able to fly around in Showdown Town... Oh yeah, the misfortune. So, earlier on in today's stream, my Xbox One just randomly shut off for no reason. And at that point, I thought the Xbox One was as good as dead. And what I mean is, it just... I tried unplugging it, plugging it back in from the console itself as well as the power strip I was using, and it just refused to power on. Again. So, being a worrywart, I thought for sure the Xbox One was just done for. So one thing I tried to do was unplug it from the power strip and plug it directly into the wall. And lo and behold, the Xbox One works again. It's alive. Everything is good. So, crisis was averted. But at the same time, it's also super sad. Why is it that the console just shut off while, yeah, it is amazing that the Xbox One's major flaw is that you can't really plug the thing into a power strip. I mean, you can, and it'll work, but who knows how long it will work. I don't think it's a plug problem. I read from another viewer that a customer representative... Ooh, Threeie. Neat. As I was saying, I heard or read from another viewer that a customer representative of Microsoft mentioned that you should not plug a Xbox One into a power strip. Why? I have no idea, but even so, it's kind of dumb. I can plug in any other console into a power strip and it'll work perfectly. The Xbox One? Nah, mate. It's super picky. It's like royalty. You mess with it and your ass is goddamn grass. Just saying, it ain't fun. Hello, what do we have over here? I thought this was one of those free jiggy cranks, but nope. I should have known. If you look at the panel of which the jiggy dispenser is displaying, change in voltage. That's peculiar. Yeah, it is hard to explain. I am not an electrical engineer, so I have no idea exactly how that works. Oh, god damn it, so short. So close yet so far. Okay, we're gonna need to be a little creative when it comes to getting over here. Perfect. Bam. Alright, Blubber, what do you have to say? Arrgh, me hearties. Poor old Captain Blubber crashed his UFO from the last game, and now he be doubloonless. Helping old Sea Dog get back on his feet by a trapdoor combination, I guess. Okay, sure. Thank ye kindly. Here be trapdoor number 3 combination, which is 3535. Again, I'm not too sure if that's something you need to memorize or what. Well, you wanna be glitchless? I have no idea what you mean. Are you talking about not utilizing glitches in this game whatsoever? Well, technically speaking, I have tried to use some glitches earlier on, but for whatever reason I couldn't get them to work. Maybe it's because this particular re-release of the game patched out those glitches? Then again, maybe I'm doing them wrong. I have been wrong about certain aspects before, though it would only make sense. Alright. Let's see what we got for our next reward. A vacuum and some springs. As far as vacuums and their usefulness is concerned, they are kind of useful for working with transport vehicles and trying to carry small objects and put them within said transport vehicles. But they're purely situation dependent. Alright. At this point, I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a session. We are over the 3-hour mark now, and yep. Yeah. I tried to do the flying glitch earlier, but I could not pull that off to save my hide. If at all. Which I didn't. Yeah. Well, as I mentioned previously, we are going to go ahead and call it a day here. We are well over the 3-hour mark now, and I figured this is a good place to stop. So, with that, folks, I bid you all adieu for today. apologies for the technical difficulties at the start of the playthrough, and apologies for nearly axing the entire thing because my Xbox One decided to take a shit. Hopefully nothing like that happens again. This is General Snivy with the Banjo Kazooie Nuts and Bolts playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching and bearing with me as I run around like a headless chicken. Next time we're going to be heading back and heading into even more worlds. We may even explore a few new ones. As far as what we're going to be doing, well, we'll have to figure that out when the next session starts. Even so, I am going to try to make more progress in the next session for sure. I would like to explore more Showdown Town and see if I can access more places and get some more notes and stuff, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all next time.